welcome today to the Kingdom of Abyssinia, the stand-in for Ethiopia in this mod. We even start with an Italy stand-in owning some of our territory. We're a nation, though, ruled by cats, right next to a nation famous for worshipping them. Unfortunately, black cats aren't known for their luck. Yeah, that's all I need to know about that guy. There's nothing we can do. That's classic. Wow, great stuff, guys. No field marshals, too, out of all of these generals, out of all of them. Oh well. We'll start building civilian factories, I guess. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Start building infrastructure. Okay, so we need a cure to our melancholy. We have 3 options. The doctors can probably solve this. I should take a break, or when was the last time the Clawwomons gathered anyway? Which I guess is our dynasty. Clawwomons. We will try the doctor. Blackmail material. Tell me, are you pleased with the rule of King Gomez? You can be honest with me, and you can help me to replace him with someone better. Yourself? Okay. No, he needs a lobotomy. What about electroshock therapy? Okay, well, that was great stuff. We have quite some doctors here. And Katrina has gathered the nobility in response to the melancholy of our leader causing our country to be terrible. I have also heard that he's obsessed with catnip. He can't get enough of this stuff. Okay, well, that's sure. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. And after 1 million years, Gomez finally said something. I think it's best that I abdicate. Okay, well, the king abdicated and Morticia Adisu is now the ruler. Well, that did not last very long. Nobles decided to hold an emergency meeting to elect a better candidate for the throne. And who would that be? Me. Of course. Facepalm. Now Katrina Tabby is the leader. We're supremacist neo-feudalism. What? And hey, we have a field marshal now too. And she's really good for a field marshal. These stats are above average for level 3, and she has organizer. An offensive is great. Maybe I wish it didn't lock us into charismatic, but that's fine too. She's obviously charismatic. It's lore accurate. Probably important though, we get rid of slave-based economy. That can't be good. Free trade is also okay, but we're not going to have much of an economy with free trade active because we'll need to buy all of our resources from other people. Historians will call it the Catway Restoration, but for me, it was just one step in my plan. And Biccolini has become Prime Minister of Wingardy. I'm still not exactly sure when they'll attack us. I know it's in their focus tree somewhere here. See, look, Feline assimilation. Crush the lion of Abyssinia. They can't though until 1009. Okay, servants are gathering potions for us. Useful idiots are gathering potions for us, I should say. We unlock the witchweed potion decisions. The witchweed potion. Okay, we have a lot of stuff going on here. We have to deal with the nobles, and these are all the nobles, I guess. We have 7 disloyal and 8 loyal, and if a majority of the nobles become disloyal, they can possibly elect a new ruler or cause other kinds of trouble. Okay, I may have to read A Guide to Aristocratic Titles and the witchweed potion. Divine nectar, the gate and the key to the true potential of feline kind. I guess we'll save up our political power to get some sort of advisor that's maybe useful. I mean, are any of these advisors useful? Is our chief of army useful? Maybe. This one is terrible because no one needs 10 extra command power. Something is terribly wrong with this country. We have all of these crazy leaders. I mean, my favorites, I guess, have to be Martin, and Lucifer. And there's more too. There's all of these guys. I'm sure they have great names too. Bingus. Thank goodness there isn't a part 3. If you understand why Abyssinia would greatly benefit from having the status of a protectorate under Wingardy. I mean, it didn't even give us the option. If it gave us the option, I would have just said yes, because it would have been funny. In addition to possibly being overthrown if a majority of them are disloyal, if individual ones are disloyal, we get negative modifiers in their state. I mean, that makes sense. That's a cool mechanic. I hate them, but I mean, it's a cool mechanic, but I hate the nobles. I really hope something really bad happens to them all. I feel like it's possible to. That is not out of the realm of of possibilities. So for this decision here, mechanized witchweed farming, we need to research this technology here, industrial meat production. So we'll start working over there. I usually don't research these race-specific technologies too fast in this mod. Maybe I should, they're kind of OP, but today we will. And it's more ethical than these other things we're doing. Continuous production? Continuous production? We can't get that technology for forever. I don't even know what some of these technologies are. It's going to be a mini game finding them in the research tree. Has researched industrial robots? I'm guessing this is one of the last technologies in the game. Yeah, it's the 1025 production technology. I might as well spend my research slots researching charming appearance. Plus 15% improve relations, plus 15% trade deal opinion, and 0.01% compliance gain. Great stuff. And a slave uprising. Okay. Well, how are we ever gonna defeat Wingardy? We have so many of our own problems. What should we even do? We aren't really producing anything. I mean, maybe we should be spending a factory to get steel so that we can produce guns. I'm also hiring an operative so that I can root out resistance over here because all of our guns are being destroyed trying to occupy this province. See, if we were allowed to release them, I might just have released them as a puppet to handle that. Okay, more slave uprisings. The majority of the nobles are loyal. Doing this focus, I think, makes another one loyal. There's slave revolts, there's famines, the nobles hate us. They like us enough that they're not going to kill us. I guess this is an accurate representation of what neo-feudalism would be like. Maybe. My rule is anything but secure. Yeah, you can say that again. It is vital to deal with the Clawwomonic resistance as soon as possible, and we'll go to next step of the plan. With the slaves sufficiently riled up, they're preparing for a large-scale revolt against their masters. The nobles are desperate and unable to stop them alone, so they will now come begging for my help at any cost. And unfortunately for them, the cost will be quite high. Yeah, it better be. I hate these guys. Probably don't need to worry about Wingardy. They seem like the least of our problems now. If they declare war on us, it's just over. Okay, the proclamation of a free republic led by Sharp Spear. We still have 0 manpower, minus 2.5k guns. I have enough political power to filibuster, so we will counter the Clawwomonic resistance 3 days before they re-elect them. Does that mean they're not gonna re-elect them? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it just means we need to finish this war before that happens. This stupid battle is the most cursed battle ever. We're never gonna take this tile. And we got an event too that transferred some of our forces to the rebels. Okay, well the nobles I think are gonna kill us. Attempt 2, we made sure to get more nobles loyal before doing They Need a Savior. The Proclamation of the Free Republic, I mean, it looks smaller this time. I guess it's dependent on what happens, how big it is. This time I will do my best to micro better and make this end faster. This time I also min-maxed a bit and didn't build an intelligence agency by ourselves since we get one through this focus here. Either way though, let's see how this goes. And there's no port here, but I'm going to naval invade it nonetheless. Their last victory point. I think this will capitulate the slave revolt. I didn't get that terrible event I got the first time too, where half my army defected. Yep, there they go. The enactment of justice. Let's not talk about that. I'll make the whole world cower. Good stuff. Rep stared at her in horror. Yeah, her reptile friend. He's probably having a great time. Okay, we showed Humbert our secret mechanical underground project that we're using to brew magic powers for cats, and he was quite pleased, so we have another noble loyal. Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on with that thing. Is it really gonna give us magic powers? I don't know. Is it gonna destroy our country? Probably at some point. You know, maybe Katrina is super kind and friendly in the end. All cats need to be defended from disease, poverty, and malnutrition. And we get a round of applause for Katrina. I honestly did not think she would go that far. Catscription. And then we can do Katrina School for gifted cats. I'd really like to get rid of slave-based economy. I don't think this is going away though. And now it is due time to reveal my plan to the masses. Okay, so her plan is to jump off a balcony, become an immense giant, and summon a blizzard of snow and ice out of nowhere. And then yell, "Witness the true power of feline kind. Soon this will be available to all of you. Do not not fear me, but follow my example. I mean, I didn't see that one coming. You got me there. We're now the Witchdom of Abyssinia. I mean, does this mean we don't have to deal with the nobles anymore? Or are they still a problem? This gives our infantry plus 100% heart attack and plus 50% soft attack. This is a pretty good decision. Finally, we got something that was actually good. I guess we don't have enough potion to do this decision, but if we can click this decision, we'll instantly win. I promise, guys. Like, that's a big buff. And I mean, we have a lot of good modifiers now. And Katrina is very, very powerful too. We have a lot of army experience though that we could use to go down superior firepower, maybe get some more support companies in our divisions. I will also move this operative to begin spying on Mare Egypt so we can get the intel advantage while attacking into them. Very interesting indeed. Ooh, substance addict. -2 to all stats. When we're at war, she'll drink a potion and then be back to normal. This is like RimWorld now. I guess now that I read the effects of this focus, we may go to war with Wingardy by doing this. I mean, is Wingardy in a good place? No, Wingardy is in a war against the United Kingdom of Abyssinia, so they probably aren't going to stop us. And maybe that's wishful thinking, who knows. And Wingardy declined, and they've moved divisions into Katkat, or Katren, Katkat and Katren. They are at war with the United Kingdom of Abyssinia in some pretty major offensive though. And we did end up getting this port, so all these divisions are as good as dead. I'll now make sure not to be stupid and go garrison my ports. Well, we could either click the very stupid button, we won't stop until they capitulate and lose 15% war support, and be forced to be stuck in this war forever. There's no way we get to Carthan. It's impossible, actually. Maybe one day we can get our revenge, but that day is not July 1st of 1011. So we'll take a valiant victory. That was really good, honestly. I'm kind of surprised that it went that well. We just had to strike at the perfect time when they were very distracted, taking important cities like Starfield. Yeah. And even though this focus is really good and gives us a research slot, I am going to go ahead and declare another war first before we start doing a focus that you would do while you're already at war. And our Operation Cutoff here should distract Mare Egypt so that we can attack Klug Town, which we both guarantee. It's a pretty illegal operation we're doing here, finding a way to declare war on a country that both us and another country guarantee. So good stuff. We are now at war with them, and we're not at war with the big country that was guaranteeing them a second ago. And I honestly can't believe it. Wingardy got this whole thing as a puppet. This is a really strong Wingardy, which is unfortunate for us, but I mean, we got the thing, so we probably don't care about them anymore. We'll let these guys leave their one tile. And we can restore law and order there. Yeah, we better get to doing that. Now it's time though for the first major expansion of the Witchdom. Supply is not too bad here. In Zebrica in general, there are many regions with really bad supply, but this is not one of them. From what I've seen, supply is mostly okay as long as you can get civilian trains and mobile infantry on the field. And they have very high surrender limits, but here they will fall. And we're now at war with Mare Egypt. I'm not garrisoning all of my ports. I'm garrisoning a couple that could spell doom if they land, but our navies are about equivalent. I guess maybe ours is a bit better, so I'm confident in our ability not to get naval invaded, and even if we do, we should still win this. I'm quite certain that they can't deal with our tank here. It's overrunning divisions. You don't see overruns happen that often when they're not encircled. They moved all of their divisions off of this border. Can't get away with this. It's just kind of sad that we don't really need to use these witchweed potions. At least not yet. I'm sure we'll get to a war where it's necessary. And we got our workforce addicted to them. You know, honestly, the best part about this nation is that we actually get cavalry, you know? There's something kind of messed up about getting cavalry in this mod. Well, we did it. We took some states, we took their navy, got some puppets, but now they will be a good subject for us to steal manpower from. And again, too, it's another situation where they lack supply in their own country. It's kind of sad, and this tank is being welcomed into these tiles. And another victory. I will take these two states for myself, puppet the rest, and take their navy. We'll now do the big Operation Cat Island. Yeah, I'm sure Operation Cat Island will be great. I'm guessing we're getting back our cat islands here. They are cores, and I am in desperate need of cores, and Wingardy is a bit distracted. And well, I noticed too we have a very interesting leader for our puppeteer. Well, I'm sure she's doing a great job, but I will go ahead now and make a division template using their stuff. Our friend, maybe even more than that, Rep, who cannot be fired, is making us choose between him and the machine. If we pick him, the path comes to an end, and we lose the machine. I guess we kind of have to choose the machine. It's probably best we do anyway. It's probably good that he leaves this place. get somewhere safer. I feel like the machine's gonna blow up and destroy everybody, but maybe choosing the machine is going to make that happen sooner anyways. And I guess our next target is the Arabian national state. Way stronger than we are, but we have the potions, so we can maybe beat them. Yeah, when I did my Solar Empire World Conquest, these guys were probably the strongest country in all of Zebrica to fight against. Maybe it was just the terrain, I don't know. Either way, they were pretty strong, so I've spent a while building up. We have really good intelligence, I've infiltrated the army, and I'm fairly certain that we're more powerful than them now, even though our armies are similar sizes. They are attacking into us, which I like to see, honestly. And we got our desert adaptability research, which will help us in all of these desert tiles. Just have to see what happens. I might have to reposition some of these tanks to defend this tile, or maybe just attack. Yeah, maybe we should just attack, I don't know. Infantry is not the worst stuff ever. Well, this stuff is the worst stuff ever, but this infantry is not the worst, but it's nothing special. It's just made to hold the line. Like, if this was a multiplayer game, I wouldn't even be putting any of these other things in here. It would just be pure infantry, probably. I mean, like, what are they gonna do? They can't stop these guys. They maybe should have invested a little bit into anti-tank? I don't know. We're also doing this without even using any of these potions. Maybe I should use the potions. I mean, the potions are pretty good. See, this is what these battles look like. We just have 1600 breakthrough and they die. They lose every battle. Okay, we made another encirclement here. They don't have many divisions left, I don't think. We may have over-prepared a bit for this war. I think we could have declared earlier. Close fight though, very, very close. They did a good job, I guess. Well, Katrina may feel sad and alone without her wingless dragon husband, but I think overall we're in a very good position here. We're very strong, dominant in the region, 4 puppet states, very nice borders, and control of the area. We could easily beat Carthage and their entire faction over here. It wouldn't even be close. Unironically, this must be one of the most OP countries in the game, as long as you have enough potions to click this distribute witchweed potions to the military button. Anyways though, this is what the rest of the world looks like. Equestria united Equus. The Empire is really strong and dominant in Griffonia, as they usually always are without player intervention. With that though, that is the end for today. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you all next time.